Good morning, and we are on Friday the 29th of May, and it's new hair day. It is hair transplant day. So this is me just starting the vlog. We've not long just left the house, jumped into the gym to grab a couple of bottles of water and a bottle of Lucozade, just get some sugar in us. Had a wee bit of breakfast this morning. I knew I had to get something in me, I wasn't really hungry, so 50 gram of oats, a bit of protein, a bit of salt, and that was about it. I just couldn't, I just didn't really feel hungry, but I need to eat something before I get in here because I'm not really going to be eating. We'll have a lunch break, as far as I'm aware, courtesy of Merchant City Group, probably a Subway or something like that, because it's going to be a kind of all day shot, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to take a wee bit of content in that when I'm in there. In terms of, I don't know if I'll get any shots of the procedure, although I know they do take videos, so I can probably just take it from their Instagram or whatever, or ask them if they'll send me it and stuff like that, and I can attach it to this. But Holly is the designated driver today, because we're getting the anaesthetic, you're not to drive, so she's going to need to be my wee driver. Come, take me through, pick me up. So we're actually heading through the other now. We're probably a wee bit early, but we didn't want to chance it with the traffic potentially in Glasgow, so we'll just need to see what time we turn up at. But I'm also gutted because I can't have a fucking coffee. So they've told us not to drink any caffeine of the morning of the procedure, obviously because it thins your blood and stuff, and it'll make you a wee bit more bleedy than normal. So I am not too happy with that, because I am not a morning person as it is, never mind without my fucking coffee, right? But that's it. So we will, as I said, try and get a wee bit more content, and I'll catch up with you later, right? Look at that bad boy. Proper baldy. And scratch him down. Got a wee cap. I'm in my wee pod. We have been provided with lunch. It's 20 to... time is it? 20 to 2, so no long left, I don't think. We are done. Just waiting on Holly coming, but there's been a fucking crash on the motorway, isn't there? So I don't know when she's going to get here. I don't have a jacket, I don't have a fucking something to cover my head, and I feel like it's going to start fucking raining. So now I'm walking up fucking West Regent Street with a fucking hair transplant and a baldy head. Good fun. Why there had to be a fucking crash on the M80 today. Delightful. Good morning. So we are the day after the hair transplant. Let me see if we can see it, a bit of light. Quite hard to actually see it, isn't it? Sleep last night was horrendous, I'm not going to lie. I knew it was going to be. Ended up awake at 4 o'clock this morning. You know, it wasn't a choice, but I just couldn't get back to sleep, so we just stayed up. Got coffee here. You'd have seen me just making in our new machine that we got last week or the week before, can't really remember. But to be fair, it actually looked no that bad with a baldy, by the way. I thought I was maybe going to have a funny shaped head, but it's actually not. See my pointy ears sticking out a wee bit more, but I don't know if that's because of the bandage at the back. So this bandage I've got, right, this is where the back of the head is where they took all the follicles. They put up the top. Feel there's nothing in it! Try to lick Kobe's bowl, man, as if I was in it, it's nothing in it. So the bandage at the back, that's to come off 24 hours, so 5 o'clock at night, I have to take that off. And by the way, I need to wet my hair follicles, right, every half an hour in the first 24 hours when I'm awake. So this is going to be a bit of a pain in the arse. I need to spray with bottled water. They give us a wee solution thing, then when that runs out, I need to fill it with bottled water, not tap water. And then now we're just in the recovery process. So what they've said is after 7 days, I think I can start wearing a hat. 14 days, I can start cardio, light exercise. And then after about 3.5 to 4 weeks, that's when I can start training. So it's coming in quite well for me going back to my training block, starting in July for High Rocks in October. So I've timed it pretty well for this. Obviously we go away to Salou in July. By that point, end of July, I should be good to go in terms of being in the sun and stuff like that. I think after 14 days, or 7 days, I can't remember, it says on my wee inflammation thing that I can be in the sun, but just knows like basically basking in it like I had been previously. But now it's just a recovery process. I don't look too bad now. They say swelling can come within 28 to 48 hours. So today I look no bad. You know, get to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, however, might be a different story. I don't know. I don't know if one side of my hairline here looks as if it's up higher than the other, or I don't know if it's just because that's all scabby here. As I said, like, he's drew it on to, obviously you need to lift your eyebrows up and it'll be like the muscle at the top and stuff like that, and then he's checked for symmetry and stuff and said it was fine, but I don't know if I'm just being over fucking cautious or over, you know, kind of, I'm seeing something that nobody else is, but Holly said it looks a bit higher. But I don't know if that's just how my hairline goes or whatever, fuck knows. But it's kind of my own fault because I'm looking at it and I'm going, yeah, it looks fine. It did look fine until I've obviously had it done. Because if there's an issue with it, then I'm meant to say, look, that looks a wee bit higher than the other side. Is it meant to be like that? And I didn't ask that question, so fuck knows. Shouldn't make a difference once my hair comes in right enough, because when my hair goes longer, you'll no notice it. But just these wee things annoy me when you're, you know, if it's not right and, you know, you're paying this amount of fucking money for something and then it ends up wrong. Well, not wrong, but you know what I mean, not to what I like, being a wee bit pernickety. But it's done now, it is what it is. 6 months time, I have to go back for a wee consult, a wee check-up basically in 6 months. I've got tablets there I need to take starting from the 3rd week, called minoxidil or something like that, it's called. This just helps with the hair growth and stuff like that, and I have to take that basically for a year. So there's 4 months there, 4.5 months supply. Once I run out, I have to give them a phone, and they'll re-prescribe me for more to do me the rest of for the rest of the 12 months basically that I'm going to have, because you've got 12 month aftercare. So aye, exciting. So we'll see how it goes. So that's it off?
Yeah.
How's it look?
Just all blood.
Oh, I feel like I'm getting shivers because there's wind getting to it.
Yeah, it's just all blood.
So we are on Sunday. What's this? My 3rd day since getting it done. No, 2nd day. The only bit of swelling I've got, I don't know if you can see for the side here, is my forehead sticking out a wee bit. Apart from that, it's looking alright. Now, I was having a pure panic attack, right? Because obviously looking at this, it looks higher, right? So when you're getting it done, as I said, you raise your eyebrows up. Now you can't see any of the muscle now, right? Because I'm still obviously swelling, right? I'm still a bit swollen. So you're not going to see my top muscle here. the pre-pictures that I've got, eyebrows are up, he's drew the line, right? So when you've got your muscles here at the top, you can't transplant into the muscle area, an active muscle, right? So this was all done, and I think what's making it look worse is that like I've got like a tan line here that's making me think that's where this should be, right? Obviously I'm panicking because I'm like, what if this grows back in and just looks fucking stupid? So I've sent them a message. Obviously I'm not going to hear anything back, but then I thought, you know what, I'm going to put it into fucking ChatGPT, right? So took pictures in my head, put it into ChatGPT, told them what happened, and it just basically came back and told me to calm down. Right? It's basically saying, then it asked for any pre-pictures where the line's drawn that the doctor has done, and I done that, sent it in, and it went, he's done exactly what he's meant to have done. So your hairline isn't meant to be asymmetric, cool, or whatever the word is. It's not meant to be, it's not meant to look fake. So what he's done and what he's drawn and everything is exactly what's been done in my head, right? He said, ChatGPT is basically saying, because the graphs are still there, it's been a couple of days, they're still swelling, I've got the tan line there, it's just making my brain look at it and go, this isn't right. Do you know what I mean? Whether I'm not going to know until a few months down the line when the hairline starts coming back in. But basically what it's told me is that if anybody had to notice this, if anybody had to look at me once my hair grows back in, you're never going to notice it, a few millimetres, never going to notice it. Because as I said, your hairline's not meant to be asymmetrical, or whatever the word is, or symmetrical, or whatever, right? So I think I'm just panicking a bit, right? Because obviously I'm looking at it and I'm going, that's not right, but obviously it is right. But apart from that, my sleep hasn't been the best the past couple of nights. I think it's going to be like that for a while. I still need to sleep with this fucking neck pillow for like 10 days or something like that. So probably not going to be Sunday next week before I can actually take it off and actually have a fucking decent kip. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. Even though my Whoop last night told me I had 91% recovery, my REM sleep wasn't long, so I think I still feel dead tired today. I don't know how long this is going to last for, but I'm not back to PT till Tuesday, so by then I should hopefully be feeling a bit better and getting used to this sleeping. Dogs have been absolutely great. I know they've not come anywhere near me, so I think they know Daddy's got a swollen head, right? But apart from that, that's us. So it's just going to be recovery. So let's see what happens over the next couple of months. I think I seen something about it like 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. I think the hair falls out and then it grows back. By month 3, that's when it starts coming in kind of fully again. So it's going to be interesting to see what it looked like by the end of this year. Hopefully recovery all goes well, and it looks. To be fair, I don't look that bad with a baldy. I thought I would look horrendous, but I actually don't look that bad. I thought my ears would be pure sticking out, but they're actually no. So it's either that or because I've got a tan and all, it makes me look a wee bit better. But so let's see how we get on over the next couple of months, and I'll do a wee update further down the line with how it's going and how it's went.